and the Marquoyer has it on that wing. Here's a shot. Henderson made a wild stab for spell. Here's another shot. Right in front of score. Henderson has scored for Canada.
All right, so last night, man, we drove all the way to Owen Sound.
Yeah, crazy.
That was such a random plan, man.
It was so last minute too.
Yeah,
just one day.
Wearing the Owen
Sound hat.
Yeah.
Gotta represent.
Yeah,
We got
oh,
one
so
new
now
fan.
You're a fan,
That's
right?
it.
Official fan.
That's an official fan.
All right, so you got. I'm wearing your Calgary Flames team jersey. I don't know why, but
That's it.
I'm wearing them, and you're with Owen Sound now. So
That's it.
So what do you think about the drive yesterday? So, anyways, the whole thing was Manveer. You messaged me literally the day before. You're like, you want to go to Owen Sound, and I was like, I'm not sure if I have the time.
No, even last week, like it all started because I went to the Steelheads game the week before.
Yeah,
And then I just fell in love. I'm like, hey, I'm not doing anything this weekend. Want to go up? And I'm like, you were messaging about boys now. I'm like, hey, I'm not doing anything. Let's go up and just check out Owen Sound game. And then it was the only game in the area too. So I'm like, hey, and I'm like, Owen Sound's only like 2 hours away. I'm like, 2 hours?
just 2 hours. You know,
Just 2 hours. It's really nothing, really. So went up, did get tickets.
yeah. So we didn't buy no tickets. We got there. We're like, is there any tickets? It's only 3,000.
Man, it was funny. We got there.
Yeah.
Parking lot's full. And I'm there tripping. I'm like, shit, man, are we even going to get in? And luckily we asked the attendant, and then the attendant's like, hey, check the box office. And we were able to get standing seats.
Yeah.
Luckily enough. And then we went there, stepped in, and I'm like, yo, are we even going to be able to stand? It was like sold out.
Okay, let me just summarize what the hell happened yesterday, because I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. So Owen Sound comes out, and I'm guessing Rangers they're just arresting some of their star players. So they had a couple of 16-year-olds playing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the last game of the regular season before the playoffs start. They just completely start like destroying the Rangers. It's 5-1 by the end of the second. Owen Sound's up. Everybody thinks this is just a blowout. People start leaving.
Yeah. That was the funniest thing, because
yeah, it's hilarious. And we're like, wow, we came out to a blow. It's pretty entertaining.
Yeah.
It's a pretty cool place, you know? And the third period starts. I had to go to the washroom. I was like, all right, just hold my spot. I'm going. I go down to the washroom, and then all of a sudden I hear cheering. I'm like, all right, Owen Sound scored again. Come upstairs. It's 6-1. 18 minutes left to the third.
Yep.
And I was just like, we'll just standing. We're like, all right, this is over.
Yeah,
It's a wrap. And can they make a comeback?
It was funny too, because you were talking about leaving early too. You're like, yo, if it stays like this,
like a 5-minute mark, I was like, maybe it's best to leave if it's gonna be a blowout.
the funniest thing too is if we left around the 5-minute mark, we would have probably missed like the best part of the game too.
No, because they scored. It was 6-1. They scored their second goal. I think it was at the 15-minute mark.
Yep.
So then we're like, all right, this is getting interesting.
Then around the 12-minute mark,
Then they scored another goal.
Another goal.
By the 8th-minute mark, the game was tied up.
Yeah.
And we're like, what the hell? The game is
Then with like 3 or 4 minutes left,
game is 6-6.
Owen Sound scores to go up 7-6.
Yes.
And then with 30 seconds left,
In the third,
Rangers scored
and 7-7.
and tied it up, and 7-7
Oh,
goes to OT.
So do you remember in OT what happened, right? Because all of a sudden, the attack took a penalty. They were in the box.
Yep.
So the Rangers are on the power play, and then the Rangers get in the box. I think it was a high stick.
Yeah, to the face.
They're in the box. Then it was back to 3-on-3.
Yep.
And then the Rangers took another penalty.
4-on-3 for
Then it
Owen
was a
Sound.
4-on-3, and that's when I recorded that short where Owen Sound ended up scoring 1-8-7.
The funniest thing too was
Holy
the
smokes.
Kitchener player was in the box and everyone ran,
yeah.
and he couldn't even leave.
Yeah, he's celebrating in front. When I recorded, I watched it again. I was like zoomed in. I'm like, he's just sitting there, just waiting for.
What do you do?
I know, right? Wow, that game was electric, man. We come out.
No,
just like,
honestly, by far, I think it was like the best hockey game.
Yeah.
We could have missed the first period, to be fair.
Yeah.
And just watch from second period on. It was really cool.
Oh, but it's just a crowd. It was a good crowd.
Oh, it was a
but
good
see,
crowd.
that's a real OHL game.
But
What you went to was not a real.
No, but
OHL
it was
game.
funny because we were talking about it too. We're like looking at the population of Owen Sound too.
Yeah.
And it's like what, 2,300 people.
23,000.
23,000. Yeah, 23,000.
Yeah.
And there was 3,500 capacity, but there was probably 4,000 people in the stadium.
No, but there were some empty seats.
Okay,
like
so let's say 3,500. So like pretty much like a tenth of the
population was there at the game.
game, right?
There are a lot of tournaments going on, so you could tell like a lot of the parents brought their kids just to watch the game.
No, it was pretty cool.
But it was cool because the funny thing is, I don't know if you heard, was some guy standing next to me, and they're like, oh man, my grandma and my niece, they ended up leaving the game when it was 5-1.
Yeah.
They're like, we're just going to go home, and they missed a crazy game. Even in
No.
the parking lot, some of the older guys are like, wow, it was a meaningless game, but that was a wild game.
Yeah. That was a good game to watch. As a neutral fan,
Yeah.
Well, not neutral
Well,
anymore.
not anymore.
Not anymore. But yeah, no, it was actually really cool.
Yeah, I can't wait for the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome. So right after that, we're hungry. We gotta go. Let's go eat. We went to Chuck's, and then we ended up watching the Oilers Tampa game.
Yeah.
So that was a really strange game as well.
It was really weird. And it was like kind of crazy too, because I thought like it was kind of gonna get away from Tampa Bay because like a couple of their players like Cirelli got hurt.
Yeah.
And then even
Hagel as well.
Yeah, Hagel too.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh geez, man, this could really be bad for them going to the playoffs. And I think Cirelli came back after a while, and then
I don't think Hagel came back.
I don't think so either.
I'm not sure.
Hagel was the one that got hit, right?
Yeah.
And then Cirelli got into the fight,
Yeah.
and then
And
he messed up his hand
He got stuck.
or something like that. Yeah.
His fingers got stuck or something. It was weird.
Or it could be like that, or something. He maybe sprained his wrist.
Yeah.
I just had to get it taped. Maybe I don't know.
Kucherov with that crazy shorthanded goal. Is this first shorthanded goal? I
Yeah,
know he's never
but
played
like
shorty.
it's kind of
but-
like it's not a true shorthand because he came out of the box and
Yeah,
he was
but
like
still,
behind everyone. So I'm like,
that was so nifty, man. It was
Yeah.
such a, I don't know. It was beautiful.
Edmonton, man, in trouble.
I haven't seen McDavid that frustrated in a very long time. When I was watching that, because of course we left by the end of the second, we have to be home. You got
Yeah,
home
I
at
go home at like
2:30 in the morning.
2:30.
But when I'm watching, I was just thinking, I'm like, is this gonna be like a Patrick Waugh situation where, like, it's like this
That
is
was
the end
my
of the line
last
because
game.
he was frustrated.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's more to do with the refs than to do with his own team. But it was just game was running away from the Oilers.
Well, he feels like the whole season, like especially the last little bit, like Draisaitl's been hurt. It feels like this last leg of the season,
Yeah.
it's kind of starting to slip away, and they're so close with Vegas too, right? For that spot.
No, it's the Ducks have the first spot.
Oh no, I'm saying, but like between second and third in
Man,
the division.
and I think McDavid, he came out with a comment. You saw that? The pillow fight? He's like, we're just having a look.
Oh
In
yeah,
the division,
yeah,
we're just having a pillow fight, and then
Yeah.
now people are losing their minds. But I mean, there's nothing wrong that he said. That's pretty much what's happening because that division is so weak.
weak. Yeah. No,
Right?
I think that's what he was trying to say. I think he's just trying to say like, hey, we're lucky we're in this division, right?
Yeah.
Because if they were in any other division, they'd
I mean,
probably
they
be
could
in
still
trouble.
slip.
Imagine
at
if they were
way
in the
they're going.
East,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, then we will have a different conversation in Edmonton, right?
Yeah.
But right now, I mean, there's no. I think they're up by 5 points
On a wild card.
on a walk. Who's in the wild card? Is
Levi
it
is so
whoa. All right, there goes the phone.
Let's pull it up.
Is it Seattle?
I think they're out. I was checking. We need a stats guy.
No, yeah,
Just
I
in
think
the
we just need a
background.
massive screen behind this camera, and it's just constant stats.
Yeah.
Just popping up from
Either
nowhere.
that or we get like a producer.
Yeah, I don't know if we can afford that, man. We're not making enough money. Actually, we're not making no money.
NHL statistics. Just a guy to do stats in the background. That
Yeah.
would be really helpful.
Yeah, get yourself a Jamie or something.
Yeah. All right, we'll get your dog.
Yeah, we'll get my dog. We'll put some glasses on him. So what does it say?
So wildcard, actually Nashville.
Oh yeah, because Nashville ended up beating Seattle on
Yep.
Thursday, which was
Nashville and
interesting game as
Utah
well.
are the wildcard teams.
Utah, yeah.
But so close still, man. Like LA's like just a point back, Seattle's 2 points back, and then San Jose's 3 points back of the wild card.
Mm-hmm.
Like even Edmonton, they have like a
It's a 5-point cushion, right? I believe.
5. No, it's 4 points now.
Oh, there you go. It's cutting down.
It's cutting down,
So
but I think they like between them and Vegas. Like I think that's what really matters, right? Because
no, 4 points is nothing.
no. I'm talking
you
about
could
between
lose.
second and
No,
third,
but
right?
that doesn't matter.
I
Who
think it
cares
ma-
about that?
I think-
I
no,
mean,
no,
Right
I
now,
mean-
that's not the warning signs as who you're going to be playing against or if you're going to be in second place. Is are you even going to hold that third spot?
Oh,
If
well, that's
4
true too.
points is nothing, dude.
Yeah.
You could lose 4 points.
Well, it's 2 games, right?
In a couple of games, you're done.
Yeah.
You could be
Well,
in a wild card spot.
the-
Next thing you know, you're playing against a Central Division.
No, well, that's what I was thinking. I think the teams like because Central's so strong too, right? You got Colorado in there.
Yeah, they're
then
gonna most likely if this end up dropping.
yeah.
Imagine them playing against
a Colorado, a Wild, or even
Yeah,
what's it called? Dallas, right?
Dallas. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah,
thing? Or
yeah, it is. It is.
Right? I was like, oh, is Minnesota in?
No, there is them, but it's
Okay.
Colorado, I believe, has the first spot. But yeah, man, it would be absolutely crazy if that ended up happening. So right now, what do you see the situation with the Oilers? Like,
I don't know,
I
man.
mean, they have no Leon Draisaitl, and at this rate that they're going, I feel like they're going to be kicked out in the first round. I know we have counted out the Oilers in the past, and then all of a sudden they played LA and they end up winning the first round and they get their momentum, right?
Yeah. That's all they need.
But
They
this
just,
year,
they
doesn't
just
it
need,
feel a little
they just
different,
need
or does it
LA.
feel the same?
They just need to play LA
Yeah.
in the first round. To
But does it feel the same as the past?
no, man.
or
I
it
feel
feels
like
different?
there's a lot of like even storylines behind the scenes. I think the biggest thing is their goaltending right
I
now.
mean, that issue's been there.
Forever, right?
Yeah.
But I think it's even worse because like even when Skinner was there, you're never hearing about this. Like Yari, apparently he's getting into arguments with coaches and even with players on the team, and I feel like it's like a toxic environment for him, and he's just not really fit in with this group of guys. And I think you can see it like kind of in his play. And
But he's not even the starting goaltender right now.
no, right, and they brought him in to be the starting,
Yeah.
but I guess like now their Ingram's taken over, and I think he's like their go-to guy now. But it's just
They don't have options anymore.
yeah, you know what I mean. And it's like they kind of put. I think when they made that trade, I think it all stems from that trade. They made that trade and they kind of rushed. They should have just like rode it out with them, and now look at Skinner and
The team looks much weaker than last year.
yeah.
For sure. It's not even just that, like guys like Corey Perry, the secondary scoring, they don't have those guys anymore. That Tampa game, I don't know, man. That was like that just kind of felt like now you're not in that same tier anymore.
Yeah,
of
but
those teams.
like one thing they have the amazing power play, right? Like it's almost
Yeah, they're
over,
first. They're
it's
first.
it's
They're
like
best
almost
power
over
play in the league.
30%, right?
Yeah.
And so like hey, like they just have to get in, and even like pretty much in the playoffs. I remember last year when you're watching them and they're on the power play, it's like pretty much a guaranteed goal, right?
Yeah.
So that's all you need, and hopefully they can
At
figure
the rate
things
right
out.
now they're going, I mean Vegas isn't any better. They're okay.
Yeah,
but
they're
I
on a
think-
slump too.
You get what I mean? Like it's a very weak division. Yeah, I mean
I don't know,
they're
it's-
so lucky that they're in that division.
It's
but
two
they
teams.
don't deserve to be far.
It's
going
I was
far.
gonna say it's both two teams that like I think they just want to get in. And once again, I feel like for Vegas more so that experience, that playoff experience will shine through.
Yeah,
But for Edmonton,
I mean
the
Edmonton
problem
has that experience too.
they
as
do,
well.
but the problem with Edmonton that I see is they're very top heavy,
yeah,
and they don't have it. And like you said too, they lost a lot. Like Perry's gone, so they don't have that secondary scoring, and I think that's like their biggest gap, I guess you can say.
Yeah,
And their goaltending's so shaky too, right? Like even last playoffs, right? Like even they kept going back and forth.
yeah,
And sometimes it worked out and
But-
sometimes it didn't, right?
Yeah.
So I think like going into the playoffs, it's very important to know who your starting guy is going to be.
yeah. I think they're just. I mean, 2 years in a row they've gone to the finals. This year, I think luck is a lot of luck is on their side because that division is, as you're saying, it's not great. Ducks are in first place in that division. They only have 80 points.
But they don't have no but Quenneville's there, so you never know, right? I think that
no,
like
I'm
even
just saying like that none of those teams actually really deserve to be in the playoffs.
yeah.
They're there because they're playing in a division. But 80 points
know.
being the first in that division is pretty
I
weak.
was-
It's the weakest division.
But
this
like
is
I don't
honestly
see
have
that.
not seen a division this weak
Well,
in a very long time.
well, here's the thing, right? I don't see that as like a gripe or like a negative towards the team because you can only do what's in front of you, right? Or like face what's in front of you. So
No, but the team suck, right? I mean, listen, Vegas. This is not what people expected from Vegas. Bringing Mitch Marner and everything, they expected
a lot
the team
more,
to be much better.
and they trade for
I
Anderson.
mean, of course,
too.
I get it. Theodore's been injured, and that's a big blow for them. No, sorry, not Theodore. Sorry, talking about Peter Angelo. Losing him too. That was a big blow for them.
But
as
even for
well.
them, they're still all in, right? Because
Yeah,
they
I
just
think-
trade for Anderson. So
Yeah.
like
Anderson has not really fit in. Hasn't
well,
really
I think
worked
it's
out.
just taking a little bit
Yeah,
of
it's
time
gonna
for
take
it
a
to
while.
gel in, right?
Usually, typically for a player, it takes a year.
Yeah.
It does. It's not that easy. But anyways, division is weak. The Oilers do need to get going, man.
Pick things up.
They need to pick it up before the playoffs start.
Well, even like how big do you think Draisaitl? Because from what I'm hearing is
starting
he
in the
might,
playoffs, that's apparently.
yeah,
And he most likely won't be 100%.
yeah.
So how far can you go? But if you play against Vegas in the first round, they're no LA, man.
But
It's
even
different.
for them too, like going into the playoffs, I think it's important to get Draisaitl like maybe a game or two before.
I don't think so. I think they've already said that
He's not coming back?
He's not coming back.
Because imagine just like having no games and
I
then
know.
just
It's
starting up
tough.
again, right?
It's tough.
Yeah.
For sure. All right, next story. Jack Hughes, man. Hockey Hall of Fame. You saw that entire fiasco. that was going on. What do you think about this entire situation?
No, it's just funny. It's like
Right?
super hilarious. It's like
Yeah.
he wants the puck. It was funny because even the reporter, they're like, hey, everyone thought he had the puck.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I don't have the puck. I'm trying to get the puck.
Yeah.
And it's apparently it's with the Hockey Hall of Fame.
Yeah. But typically that's how it happens.
What happens, right?
Anything, any major
Well,
memorabilia is always there.
that's what happened, right? Like the Olympics, they're like, we're gonna donate it to the Hockey Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And Crosby's golden goal stuff's
Yeah,
there,
they're all there.
and now this is there too.
And it's funny because people are like, "Oh well, it was an American, American story. It should be in the American Hockey Hall of Fame, which they have, right?" But the thing is, there's only one. There's only one real one. It's in Toronto. The thing is, what I was saying is, at the end of the day, it's still a Canadian sport.
You know what it is? It's Jack Hughes trying to break in.
Jack Hughes trying to break into my house
into the Hockey Hall of Fame, trying to get the puck. No,
Let's
but
pull them back here.
yeah, but no, I think you know.
So, yeah, it's end of the day. It is a Canadian sport. The Hockey Hall of Fame is here. If it was an American sport, I mean, listen, if it's basketball and with the Raptors, the situation happened where Kawhi Leonard with that great shot. If that ball is in the Basketball Hall of Fame in the States, nobody's complaining because
there's that, and then
Yeah.
even
though technically basketball it's a Canadian, like it was made, by Canadian. But we get it, right? It's an American league and everything. But hockey, it doesn't matter how many teams are in the States. Still a Canadian sport.
But the thing that I see is like, okay, yeah, he scored the golden goal, but don't you think Hellebuck
You can't call it a golden goal. There's only one
whatever.
It's whatever they call it. I don't even know what name did they even give it.
or whatever, the goal, right? We'll just call it the goal.
Sure, the goal.
But Jack Hughes scored, but I think more importantly, Hellebuck kept him in the game.
Yeah.
More so, so does Hellebuck say, "Hey, I want the puck because I had the most"?
No. I mean, Jack Hughes is the one who shot it. I think Hellebuck's mostly is going to be his like glove.
No,
or
but
his
that's what
helmet or whatever.
or
it is.
the net, right?
Yeah, I want the entire net.
No, but like imagine that, right? So there's that side of it too, and then there's also because what's his name scored the first goal, like
No, it doesn't. I don't think. I think
that has anything to do.
I think the entire story is just that one puck because that was
he scored it.
He
well,
scored it.
You know what it is
right.
too. It's Canada being sort of I don't know, just sort of losers.
No,
hey, you beat us, but we got your puck and we're gonna keep it.
I mean, that from an American point of view, that's what they're thinking. But I mean, end of the day,
that's it. We won either way. We got your puck,
and you can't have it back.
Yeah, that's it.
No, but even if Sweden won or Finland won or whatever, it still would have went to the Hockey
Hall of Fame. Yeah.
I mean, that's just.
Hey, you can come visit for $25. Come see your puck.
That's a good way to end that.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the Seattle Kraken. It's their 5th season now, right? And I think they've lost the last 2 games now.
3 games.
3 games.
Yeah, Tampa, Nashville, and then yesterday lost against Columbus.
Yeah. Right. So, of course, they're trying to build a culture from the time that they got their team. Do you think they're there with the culture point of view, or do you think do you have a different perspective of what
so like culture wise, like team, I think I'm looking at like roster construction. Even when they did their expansion draft, I think they wanted to get more like Vegas went the super young route. They wanted like young players, and they were even acquiring so many draft picks, right? And then they moved those draft picks to get other players. I think Seattle went the opposite route, where they wanted like I guess more role players or that fit a certain archetype. And I think that archetype that they're going after is hardworking players with speed, and just grinder type players, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's the identity that they're kind of going with, and their identity is to try and outwork the other team, chase down, forecheck hard, and just play well structured. And I think that's what they're trying to go after.
Yeah, because even the Nashville game, I was noticing that they're trying to win, like they're trying to win one. What's the word? Like they're trying to win in the defensive zone. Once they get the puck out, then they'll fight.
They break out, yeah.
Yeah, then they'll fight in the neutral zone. Like it feels like they're playing by zones, and then they'll try to outwork their opponents.
Team,
right?
And I think
like I don't see them cheating.
So I'm the opposite. So I'm the opposite. So when I watched the last 3 games, and one thing I noticed,
I was watching the Nashville one.
I watched the last 3 games, and one thing I noticed is they're so aggressive forechecking and so pressure heavy.
Yeah, pressure heavy. Yeah.
You notice that a lot of gaps are in front of their net. Like there was a lot of times where I'm watching and it's just scrappy goals where a shot from the point and a defenseman or a forward didn't tie up their guy in front of the net, and it's a goal. So that was one thing I noticed. And then the other thing I noticed was in the game, and I think it happened every game, where the other team's on a break and they're not picking up their guy, and it was literally just a tap in empty net. And I think what they're struggling with right now is just that in front of the net presence on their own end.
On their own end, yeah.
And I feel like a lot of the goals that they gave up during this stretch that's what it is.
Yeah.
And to me, that was like the most obvious thing I noticed. And I think it stems
attention to detail. That's
and I think it stems from their like identity to like pressure and kind of be more forecheck heavy and kind of like pressure, like be on the puck versus sitting back.
No, but what I'm saying, they're not cheating is like they're not having no guy that's trying to stretch the puck where they're going.
Oh yeah, they're responsible like that. Playing by zones, no, but I mean like rather than like jockey and kind of blocking like passing lanes and stuff like that, I feel like they're more on the player. Mm-hmm. And that opens up space for other players to make runs and cuts.
But I think that's where they're getting exposed because they don't have the amount of talent. Like they don't have the skill set yet where they don't have no star player. Like they don't have no superstar on their team.
No. And even you look at their scoring too, like their team scoring as well. It's very even. Even like I was looking, their centers, 3 centers, Eberle.
But they got Beniers. No, Eberle's a winger.
Oh, is a winger? Okay, yeah, but Beniers, even still, like it's still very even amongst their centers. So like it's even scoring amongst all the lines. Yeah. And even time on ice, they're playing like their top 3, their 3 lines. The fourth line a little bit less time, but it's very even. And even watching them in the offensive zone, like a lot of their offense is generated through quick breakouts. Mm-hmm. And even coming out of it, once they get into the zone, I feel like a lot of their offense is generated from the points, like Dunn and Montour. I feel a lot of their shots are just from the points and then just hard work in front of the net. And that's what I'm noticing when watching them play. Yeah. It's like very old school kind of way of playing, right?
Yeah. I get it. Like they're taking that step to create that identity, but now I think they need to take that step where they need some star players. Mm-hmm. Most likely this off season, like they need to go and look out for a player like that, or need to start drafting better.
Well, the problem too with them too is like last couple of years, like the way I see them as like kind of like a bubble team, right? Like on the cusp, and they've been in that spot. And the problem with that too, and it's hard too because they have their roster is like good, but it's not like to the level where they're gonna
special.
It's not special, or it's not to the point where they're gonna be anything other than like average. Like I guess average is the word that you're looking for. And it's no offense to the team. Like I'd take their team over what they have because their players work hard, and that's what you want.
Building a culture.
It's building a culture. That's right, of working hard, and that's what you want. But it's unfortunate too because they haven't had a season where they've done really bad to kind of acquire a young draft pick, right?
Like Shane Wright was supposed to be that guy, and he hasn't really worked out. Matty Beniers supposed to be that guy, number 1 center. He hasn't really worked out that way. And they have kind of dropped down that, you could say like that level, what people thought that they could become these star players. They haven't really, because even Shane Wright, he dropped to the fourth overall, drop too. And he hasn't really worked out. And there's been rumors going on that he's supposed to get traded. And maybe this offseason, they're going to have to go trade him and look around to go get yourself maybe a number 1 center. Maybe that's how you start off. Your defense looks, I get it with the net front presence, but maybe they got to start with a number 1 center.
Well, even one thing too that they have really going for them is, and I don't think this goalie gets a lot of Decord. Yeah, and I think because he really well, and because he's playing in Seattle and he's like on the West Coast and the games are always late, maybe he doesn't get the attention he deserves. And even Grubauer, man, they have 2 solid goalies, and Decord is playing like I think 60%.
Starting
he's played like I think 60% of the games, and then they throw in and Murray's there too. I was surprised.
Yeah.
But no, they have like a bunch of really good pieces. Like I'm really big on Montour too. I like him a lot. Dunn's been doing really well too. He's like the primary guy that leads the.
But they have lost a lot of like these last few games being very key games for them to win, so they could get that playoff spot. And they lost all 3. So the last game they lost to the Columbus Blue Jackets, which they're red hot, like absolutely red hot. They're 18-2-4 since they've gotten their coach. Rick Bowness, who was the ex-coach for the Jets, so everybody knows about him. And man, they have worked on everything. Like they got Charlie Coyle and they got Garland, who's been on fire. Werenski is now leading with the most amount of points for a defenseman. I think he has like 75 points in 63 games. He's like a +9. Jack Greaves is on. I don't know if you've been noticing much about him, but he's one of the hottest goaltenders in the league right now.
Well, even Merzlik, he was playing good last night too.
I believe he's 7-2-2 as well. Like they're just blowing everybody out.
Mm-hmm.
Marchenko's turning into a star player. Like, he's flourishing too. So I think the wild card, they're in the 8th wild card spot, right? They're supposed to move up to the 7.
Well, no, they're in a wild card spot right now. But the crazy thing is 11 games and they've had a point.
Dude, they're allowing in the last 24 games, they're allowing less than 20 shots average on net. That's crazy good, man.
Yeah.
That's not
even you watch
very
them,
unusual.
Very highly structured.
Yeah.
So you're watching them, and they're not undisciplined. They're not taking bad penalties. They're not like chasing pucks they shouldn't, or getting caught out of position. Right. Very disciplined. And I think it helps a lot. Right. Like you said, only 20 shots against average.
Yeah. This is kind of reminding me of that the Jackets team that ended up sweeping the Tampa Bay Lightning in the playoffs in the first round. That was in 2017, I don't remember that. But this team is good, man. They got 2 goaltenders. Their defense is like top tier, and their forward line's going from top to bottom. All hardworking guys. You're getting scoring from everyone. Like last game, man, they ended up scoring 5 goals on Seattle. I mean, it's quite a bit of goals against them too. But every single game they play against Tampa, I think they smoked them too. They've been smoking every single team. So, yeah, his contract too, even Greaves' contract, he's on the last year of his contract. He's on a 2-year, $1.6 million average deal. It's an RFA. He is 24. He's going to be interesting. He's going to be RFA at the end of the year.
Do you think he'll get offer sheeted?
I don't know if teams will actually go for a goaltender.
That's what I was going to say.
The cap is going up, and I'm looking at him. I'm maybe looking at like a Wolf situation where he's going to be getting paid $7.5, $8 million. It could be, because he's ridiculously good. I got to remember, what was his? Oh, yeah. I actually wrote it down. Last 13 games, 11-0-2. He hasn't lost a game.
In regulation.
In regulation.
Yeah.
Crazy. So, yeah, I think he's going to get paid this offseason for sure. But finally, I think the Columbus Blue Jackets, they got their number one goaltender.
Well, the thing is all you need is you just need a hot goalie going into playoffs. And, you know.
No, but think about the formula, right? They got the number one goaltender. They
have
Zach Werenski as their number one defenseman.
Yeah.
Right? And now they just need that true number one center. And then you can start building your team and start moving forward.
They have a bunch of good pieces.
Yeah. I know they got Adam Fantilli, but we'll see how it goes. They may need to get more.